Hey, good morning. Dr. James McGarvey here with the Church Safety Guys, and wanted to do a quick video. I don't normally do unboxing videos or equipment videos, but I actually found this firearm online and did some research about it. Noticed that there wasn't really too much of a informational video on it, so wanted to kind of present that to you all. And if you get a moment, if you have a chance, click that like and subscribe button. It helps our algorithms, but also feel free to visit our website, which is churchsafetyguys.com, and you can tune in if your house of worship needs safety and security basic principles. We're here to help with ministry first focus. So the firearm today that I want to look at is actually really it's an import. It's called the DY9, and I'm still trying to remember that name because it's a firearm company that's been around for a long time in Turkey, and they're manufacturing stuff. What kind of got my attention about it was that it's picking up in popularity. I believe they were at the SHOT Show and a few other places. But the interesting thing about it is that Rock Island Armory is now actually importing and selling their products. And so originally when I started doing some research and found there wasn't a whole lot about it, I was kind of like, does this make sense? Is this worth it? And then when I saw that Rock Island Armory was actually starting to import them and put them through, different tests and different things like that for their standards, I kind of felt like, you know what, it's got to be worth checking out, because if it wasn't worth checking out, Rock Island Armory would just be like, wasting their time and money. And that's not something that they do or take lightly. So anyhow, my background and experience, I've spent the last about 20 years, teaching firearm classes and working with law enforcement, instructing folks on firearms and firearm safety, amongst other things. So when I saw this again, I'm curious and interested in putting it through the ringer, so to speak, with taking it out to my range and doing those things. But anyhow, wanted to do a quick video. So this is the DY9. It comes in a really cool case, and the case actually says Rock Island Armory on it. And once you open it, there is some great features for the price point. I believe I ordered it and had it shipped to my FFL, but I believe that it was about $220 with everything out the door, with the FFL fees and everything. It was on sale. And I forget which company I bought it online, but you can go to gun.deals and actually get the lowest price, whichever company is selling at the lowest price. Just type it in the search category, and that will definitely help you out. Okay, so change of scenery. I'm gonna put these videos together later, but basically this is what you get in the DY9 box. You actually get, and you can kind of see, 3 different size back straps. The one that comes on the firearm is actually medium. So you have extra large, large, and then small. The medium fit my hand very well, so I wasn't really interested in changing that or anything like that. You also get a brush, a cleaning rod. Nice little case. It's not horrible. Instruction book that's very, very basic on the breakdown. And if this video goes on YouTube, I'm not gonna take it down I'm not gonna take the firearm apart because I don't want any issues. showing assembly or disassembly, but I can tell you that it is actually very, very, very similar to a Glock Gen 3 or Gen 4. And if you're watching this, you know that the patents have recently expired, so a lot of companies are mass producing versions of the Gen 3, Gen 4. The cool thing about this firearm is that while it does take Glock magazines and comes with an aftermarket 15 round, so it's 15 plus 1, but it comes with an aftermarket Glock magazine. In truth, what I think is cool is that it does actually accept regular factory Glock 9mm magazines, and it is a 9mm firearm. So I am going to check that this is clear real quick, and then we'll jump on to the next part here. All right, so I cycled it and checked, and you can actually look, there's no ammo. I don't keep ammo around everything. So what is different about this? There's really, the platform, again, is identical to a Glock 19 Gen 3. It's obviously, it's not a Glock, it's Rock Island Armory DY9, and it is, the official firearm is a DERA, so it's spelled DERYA. Anyway, you have a little bit longer of a safety mag release, mag release, just very basic slide lock, no physical safety at all. And then the other cool thing is it actually has the magwell cover, and has pretty aggressive stippling on the sides and up on the slide, which makes it easy to grab. The other nice thing is that it has the glow sights. The sights are pretty decent for the price point. I think aftermarket, when I've put the same glow sights on my other Glocks, I think they were like $40 or $50. So if you take that off, you're really only paying probably $150 for this firearm. So overall, the trigger is not fantastic. It has the normal breaking points of the Glock trigger. It does feel better to me than a regular Glock stock trigger, and I've shot Glocks for probably all of those 20 years in doing firearm training and stuff like that. But overall, is it worth the value? For what comes in the box, you get, again, you get one firearm, the 3 back straps. I love the backstrap piece of it because typically, Glock Gen 3s, you can't change the backstrap, so that's kind of an added thing. The magwell flare gives it a little bit more character. You also have a Picatinny rail, so you can add like a light or whatever you want to do with that. The trigger is better than, you can kind of see the trigger is better than stock Glock Gen 3. So again, they took, DERA took the DY9, they took the mold of the Gen 3 Glock and said, hey, we're going to make this better, and added just some key aspects that really kind of push it past a Gen 3. So now I'm going to try and take it out on my range and run a few magazines through it just to kind of see what first impressions are. But we'll have a better idea when we're done with that. All right, folks, so I'm out at my favorite shooting spot, and we're gonna shoot this DY9. I've got 15 rounds in the magazine, and we're just going to try it and really see how it goes. And it's loaded, and we'll go from there. Alright, so what I've been shooting is just regular target ammo, 115 grain, and then I actually shot some MHP monolithic hollow point from Norma. I usually use Norma, and I think it's 108 grain, but that was mixed in just because I wanted to see if there was a difference. There really wasn't a difference. And part of the reason I look back, I don't usually create videos. I don't usually do videos. But the cool thing is I've gone through now probably 60, close to 60 rounds. And I haven't got it all on video, but I've gone through about 60 rounds and not had a single jam, hiccup, or anything. It's cycled everything extremely well, and that was part of the reason that I shot quickly, because in the past when I've tried other clones, Glock clones, I've had issues with it cycling on a quick fire type thing. So I just like to try slow, and like to try fast. I didn't have where I'm shooting, I don't have a official target up, but it's hitting plants where I would normally put a target up. I'm hitting stuff accurately with the sights, probably at, I would say that's probably about 40 feet, 50 feet. So I will do some in the future. I will do some more very specific tests on it. But for right now, for wrapping up this video, very, very, very happy with it for the price point. This was under, I want to say this was like $220. So under $250 with FFL fees and shipping and everything else, from the DY9 from Rock Island, imported. Hey, you know what? Rock Island knows that it's going to be popular and knows it's a good quality, good value. Dirya Arms is actually made in Turkey, and I can't, at this point, everything that I've put through it, and everything that I've done with it personally, I would put it up next to my Glock 19 without a question. It just handles everything great. So until next time, take care. If we can be of any service to you or your church or your house of worship, feel free to reach out to us through our website, which is churchsafetyguys.com. We'd love to help you out. We'd love to talk to you, and you guys have a great day.